Part 4 on the diamond heist that Ocean's 8 is actually based off of. So the team was finally inside of the vault, and they covered up the light detector with tape and the heat and motion sensor with a styrofoam box. They designed their own handmade crank drill in order to get into each of the storage boxes. While this wouldn't be very fast or efficient, it would be very quiet. It took about 3 minutes to open up each box and reveal priceless gems, stones, jewelry. And they would only turn on the flashlight for a second in order to reposition the drill on the next box. They had memorized this place. 6 hours later, their bags were filled to the rim. So Speedy rushes back to the stairwell and calls Notarbartolo, who's been sitting outside with like a little police detector on his car. Can't remember what those things are called off the top of my head. And lets him know, hey, we are on our way out. And somehow, some way, they take all these duffel bags up the stairs, bypassing the infrared sensors, lower the bags down the ladder, and then carry them into Notarbartolo's car. By about 6 a.m., they had successfully completed the heist, and they went back to Notarbartolo's apartment to celebrate. When they went to open up their leather satchels, which allegedly contained all of the diamonds from their heist were not there. Even though this heist was supposed to contain around $100 million, they were looking at a fraction of that, around $20 million. The rest of the group was satisfied with that. They were happy to split the $20 million. But he had thought that maybe the gem dealer had actually set them up, pulling all the gem's inventories out before the heist. But whenever the robbery was discovered, they could just claim that the diamonds had been stolen and also collect the insurance money. They would never find this dealer again. A couple days later, Speedy and Notarbartolo have to get rid of all the evidence linking them to the crime. Speedy, always breaking down at the end of a crime, starts to have a full-blown panic attack, gets sloppy with his work, and finds an old country road. And he uses this area to scatter the trash while he hyperventilates. The next day, a farmer calls the police believing that kids had been just dumping on his property. Police are like, okay, we have better things to attend to, so no. But he ends up finding more bundles of trash the next day and calling the police back even angrier. He mentions a Diamond Center envelope in the trash, and suddenly, the police are interested.